and again, a car comes along that has all the ingredients to be a proper Top Gear hero, and the Yaris GR is one of those cars. I mean, if I designed a hot hatch from scratch, it would probably look like that and have the specs to match. Unfortunately, looks and numbers on a piece of paper don't tell us much about what a car's like to drive, which is why we're here today at the Top Gear test track to give it a damn good thrashing. Beneath this hulking bodywork is the world's lightest 1.6 litre engine, a turbocharged 3-cylinder producing 257 horsepower and sending its power to all 4 wheels, so it will do 0 to 62 in well under 5.5 seconds and hit 143 miles an hour flat out. There is only one steering weight, one suspension setting, one throttle map, but there are 3 modes for the all-wheel drive system. In normal mode, it's 60-40 torque split front rear. In sport mode, 70% goes to the back. Twist the knob around to track, and it's an even 50-50 split for maximum neutrality and pace. Basically, it's a lot like a rally car. Because it is a rally car, sort of. This is the Yaris by Gazoo Racing, Toyota's official motorsport arm, and it's a homologation special for its next-gen WRC car, which is why this pumped-up 2-door body is entirely bespoke. And it's why Toyota has gone all out to make this car as light, fast, and as fun to drive as possible. The body is aluminium, the roof is carbon fibre and 95mm lower than the 5-door Yaris, completely killing any headroom in the back and view out the back window. But when that's done, so the WRC team can perch its wing in just the right place, who cares about practicality? Go for the circuit pack and you get stickier tyres, limited slip differentials on both axles and forged BBS wheels to cut even more weight. Your only choice is a 6-speed manual gearbox, and despite all that light weighting going on, the curb weight is 1,280 kilograms by the way, you still get aircon, sat-nav and cup holders for your granny's tea, in case she buys this Yaris by mistake. And check this out, they've even replaced the parcel shelf with a pair of tights. Sometimes you just pray that a car is going to drive the way that it looks. This car looks like some mini rally rocket that just wants to take off and attack things, and yeah, that's exactly how it behaves. It's up for a fight. Let's talk about this engine. Firstly, just listen to that. Oh, that is a proper gruff, grown-up engine note for a car that doesn't really have much engine. And then there's the way it pulls between 4,000 and 6,000 RPM. When it's really on boost, it's quick. Quicker than I thought it'd be, actually. Probably as quick as a Civic Type R. There are, I'll admit, some steps and lurches at lower RPM, but I don't mind that. I think you can file that sort of stuff under character. Right, let's talk about the modes. We're going to bypass normal mode and go straight into track. We're just done with this dial down here. That gives us the 50-50 power distribution between the front and rear axles, and when you turn into a corner there is a little bit of understeer initially, but get the car balanced, get it nice and neutral, and the way that the diffs just haul it out of the corner on the other side is absolutely hilarious. We've got on this car fat little tyres, a wide track, but quite a short wheelbase, which means it can pull off the neat trick of feeling agile yet planted at the same time. Okay, so into sport mode now, which means we've got 70% of the power going to the rear axle, and when you turn into the corners, you can just feel the car adjusting its angle slightly. But note, there is no artificial drift mode in this car like you get in the A45S or the Focus RS, and I think it's all the better for it. The ride, it is quite firm, it is going to be jiggly around town, but it's not absolutely rock solid, this car. There's a little bit of roll when you turn in initially, so it feels playful like a Fiesta ST, but it's got that more rugged rally car character. You've also got a manual handbrake down here, which not only locks the rear tyres but shuts off power to the rear axle. So if you can't get the back end out in sport, you can always just give that a yank, keep your foot in and do that all day. steering and brakes. Neither is dripping in feedback, but there's a pleasing lack of slack to both of them. What I mean by that is no turning the wheel and waiting for things to happen or any dead travel in the brake pedal. Things just happen immediately when you want them to, and that builds your confidence in the car. The gear shift down here, 6-speed manual, it's fantastic as well. Short throw, short stubby lever, feels properly precise and tight. The clutch, admittedly, is a little bit bitey. I've stalled it a couple of times today, but it's only done, what, 2,500, 3,000 miles? That'll loosen up. I wanted this car to be good so desperately, and I'm afraid it isn't good. It's brilliant! In order to homologate it for rallying, Toyota has to commit to building 25,000 of these. 25,000! Well, it's done it, and you can feel that commitment running through the car. It's small, it's tough, it's rapid, but it's also got a playful side, and they're flogging them for under 30 grand, plus another 3.5 for the must-have circuit pack. But get this, you can own one of these cars for under 300 quid a month, which is just a ridiculous bargain when you consider it's now officially a Top Gear hot hatch hero.